Assalamualaikum, my name is Ali Erdina binti Abdul Hafiz and my metric number 1231423 from group 4. So I will begin our presentation with a brief introduction to the topic stage of counseling. Counseling is not simply an informal conversation between a counselor and a client. Instead, it is a structured helping process that aims to support individuals in understanding their concerns, making decisions, and improving their overall well-being in a professional and ethical manner. In counseling practice, this helping process is organized into several clear stages. These stages provide a framework that guides counselor in managing sessions effectively rather than responding to the client in unplanned or rushed way. Each stage has its own purpose and contributes to the overall success of the counseling process. The counseling process usually begins with the initial stage, where the counselor focuses on building a professional relationship and establishing trust. This is followed by the assessment and exploration stage, where the counselor works to understand the client issues more deeply. After that, both the counselor and the client collaborate in setting appropriate achievable goals. And the next stage involves intervention, where suitable strategies are applied to help the client move toward positive change. Finally, counseling process ends with the termination stage, where progress is reviewed and the relationship is concluded responsibly. Following this stage is important because effective intervention cannot take place without trust, clarity, proper understanding of the client's need. A structured stage-based approach also helps counselors maintain ethical practice and protect their client well-being throughout the counseling journey. With this overview, I will now hand over to the next presenter who will explain the first stage of the counseling in more deeply.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the example situation here.
Hello, please come in. How can I help you today?
Thank you, ma'am. I just wanted to talk about my grades. I've been struggling in a few subjects lately, and I'm not sure what I should do.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So let's see the
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ABA3233 binti Hamizi. My metric number 1231422. Today I will be presenting stage 2, which is assessment and problem exploration stage in counseling. This stage is the phase where the counselor gathers in-depth information about the client issue. During this stage, the counselor listens carefully to understand the client experience in terms of emotion, thoughts, and behavior. The main goal of this stage is not to give advice, but to identify the real underlying problem so that the counseling process can be more focused and effective in the next stage. Next, I will explain the main technique used during this stage. First, open-ended question. Open-ended question cannot be answered with a simple word like yes or no, but they encourage clients to speak freely and explore their feelings, thoughts, and experience in greater depth. The second technique is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is when the counselor restarts what the client has said using their own words. This shows active listening and allows the client to correct any misunderstanding. The next technique is clarification. Clarification is used when the counselor needs more accurate information. It helps prevent misunderstanding about the client meaning. Another important element is active listening. Active listening involves not only hearing the client words but also observing their body language, facial expression, and tone of voice. This helps clients feel understood and valued. Lastly, it is important for counselor to avoid judgment and bias. The counselor must remain neutral and avoid imposing personal opinion. This creates a safe environment where the client feels comfortable sharing honestly. In conclusion, the assessment stage helps identify the client's real problem. The main techniques include open-ended question, paraphrasing, and clarification, and active listening is essential throughout this stage.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ruda Yasmin binti Hairul Azwan. My matric number 1233177, and I will be presenting stage 3, goal setting in the counseling process. Let's start with the meaning of goals in counseling. A goal in counseling is the outcome that the client wants to be achieved. These goals are developed based on the issues discussed during the season, and they provide direction and focus. Without clear goals, counseling could feel like wandering without a destination. Next is the importance of shared decision makings. Goals are not decided by the counselor alone. Instead, the counselor and client work together to decide what goals to set. When clients are actively involved in this process, they feel more motivated and committed to achieving these goals. It's like being a part of a team where everyone's input matters. Now, let's look at the characteristic of good goals. Good goals are realistic and achievable, clear and specific, and aligned with the client's abilities and circumstance. For example, if a client feels stressed about exams, a good goal could be learning time management skill or gradually reducing stress instead of expecting to eliminate stress completely overnight. Finally, we have the counselor-client agreement. Both the counselor and the client needs to understand and agree on the goals. This prevents misunderstanding and ensure the counseling process runs smoothly. It also strengthens collaboration between the client and counselor, which is essential for making progress. In conclusion, goal setting helps make counseling more focused, structured, and meaningful, guiding the client toward real change rather than just talking about problems.
Next, I will continue explain the intervention or working stage, which is the most crucial phase in the counseling process because this is where actual change take place. During this stage, the counselor implements intervention based on the client needs and goals. The counselor's role is to guide, support, and facilitate the client without judgment. The counselor also monitors the client's progress continuously to ensure the effectiveness of the intervention. Example of technique we use at this stage include cognitive distractor, to challenge negative thinking, role play to enhance communication skill, and problem solving and goal setting to help clients manage their issue more effectively. The intervention or working stage is the core stage in the counseling process, as meaningful change occurs during this phase. At this stage, the counselor implements planned intervention that aligned with the client identify problem and counseling goals. The main focus is to help the client develop insight into their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and to support positive change. The role of the counselor during the session is to act as a guide and facilitator by using counseling skills such as active listening, empathy, and conditional positive regard. The counsellor encourage active client participation and help the client take responsibility for their own growth and change. In addition, the counsellor continuously monitors the client progress by observing emotional, cognitive, and behavioral change and adjust intervention when necessary to ensure effectiveness. Example of techniques common used during this stage include cognitive distractor to modify negative thoughts pattern, role play to improve social and communication skill, problem solving techniques to identify effective solution, goal setting to establish realistic and achievable goal, and psychoeducation to increase the client understanding of their issue.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nazulaika binti Muhammad Azham, matric number 1231471. Next, I will explain stage 5 in the counseling process, which is termination. What is termination? Termination refers to the final phase of the counseling process where the professional relationship between the counselor and the client is ended in a planned, ethical, and professional manner. It is not merely stopping the session, but a process of reviewing the client's progress and ensuring that the client is ready to function independently without reliance on the counselor. When and why the session is terminated, counseling sessions are usually terminated when the counseling goals have been successfully achieved and the client shows positive change and emotional stability. The client is able to manage their issue independently, or when counseling is no longer appropriate and other interventions are required. Termination is important to prevent emotional dependency on the counselor and to maintain professional boundaries. Follow up the referral. Even after termination, the counselor may conduct follow-up sessions to monitor the client's condition. Encourage the client to continue applying the skills learned during counseling. Make referrals to other professionals such as psychologists, doctor, or relevant agency if necessary. This ensures that the client continues to receive appropriate support even after the counseling session have ended. Client emotional management. During the termination phase, clients may feel sad, anxious, or uncertain worry about facing future challenge without the counselor's support. Therefore, the counselor should acknowledge and validate the client's emotion, strengthen the client's self-confidence, remind the client of their strength and achievements through the counseling process. A well-managed termination helps clients feel valued, confident, and ready to move forward. In conclusion, the termination stage is not simply the end of counseling, but an essential step in empowering clients to become independent and emotional resilient.
My name is Nurul Aisyah Izzati binti Anwar and my matric number 1231436. I will be presenting on ethics and challenges in the stage of counseling. Ethics play a very important role in ensuring effective and professional counseling. Among the main ethical principles are confidentiality, professional boundaries, and informed consent. Confidentiality means that all information shared by the client must be kept private and protected. Professional boundaries are important to avoid emotional dependency or personal involvement that may affect judgment. Informed consent ensures that client clearly understand the purpose, process, and limits of counseling before it begins. As a counselor and also a da'i, ethics go beyond professional guidelines. A counselor must practice sincerity, honesty, and wisdom in guiding others. Islam teaches us to advise with compassion, not force. The role of a counselor is not to judge, but to guide clients towards positive change while respecting their autonomy and dignity. There are also challenges present in every stage of counseling. In the initial stage, client may feel anxious, uncomfortable to open up. During the assessment stage, counselors may face incomplete information or emotional resistance from clients. In the intervention stage, challenges include unrealistic expectations, value conflicts, or client dependency on the counselor. Finally, in the termination stage, client may struggle with emotional attachment or fear of facing problems independently. To overcome these challenges professionally, counselor must practice empathy, active listening, and self-awareness. Clear boundaries should be maintained at all times, and goals must be realistic and client-centered. Counselors should empower clients to develop coping skills and make their own decisions. When necessary, seeking supervision or referring client to other professionals is also part of ethical practice. And in conclusion, ethics are essential at every stage of counseling. By understanding the challenges and addressing them professionally, counselors can provide effective support and become positive agents of change in society.
This case study shows how a university student experiencing academic stress and anxiety was guided through the stages of counseling. By building trust, identifying key issues, setting clear goals, and applying appropriate strategies such as CBT, the student gradually developed effective coping skills and became able to manage stress independently. The stages of counseling are important because they provide a clear structure that helps counselors to understand clients' problems, set appropriate goals, apply effective interventions, and supports clients in achieving positive and sustainable personal change in an ethical and professional manner. The stages of counseling form a systematic and continuous process that helps guide both the counselor and the client throughout the counseling journey. Beginning with the establishment of trust and rapport, the process allows counselors to understand clients' concerns in depth and collaboratively set clear and achievable goals. Through planned interventions and ongoing monitoring, clients are supported in developing self-awareness, coping strategies, and positive behavioral changes. The counseling process concludes with a structured termination stage that prepares clients to manage future challenges independently, ensuring long-term personal growth and well-being. That's all from me. Thank you.